Hi everyone, and welcome to FAQ on VI or VIM. This is a text editor for Linux. For this particular class, we're going to be using VI because it is generally on most machines. It comes as one of the defaults, and it's always important to know how a text editor works in case you need to go in and look at config files or perhaps create some scripts. There's a lot of good reasons to want to be able to use the text editor. Now, we are going to be editing one of these files. Let's go in and edit Jane. So, to use VI, what you do is you say VI and then the name of the file that you would like to edit. When you hit enter, VI is going to open. Now, one thing that you want to be aware of with VI is it's considered a modal editor. There's technically 3 modes, but we're going to be focusing on just 2 of them: insert mode and command mode. Now, it is important that you don't try to use the mouse here. Trying to scroll around with the mouse will be more confusion than it's worth. When you first open up VI, it opens up into command mode. So if you start trying to type, nothing will happen. To get into insert mode from command mode, you can hit I, O, mostly any of the vowels are fine. There's also some cheat sheets out there if you just Google VI cheat sheet, and then you'll be able to see all of the different options and what the differences are. So I'm just going to hit I. Now you can see something has changed in the lower left hand corner. I'm actually using VI modified, which means it will tell me if I am in insert mode or not. So now that I am in insert mode, I can start adding some information to my file. So I'm going to start typing here, and you can see this is clearly very important information that I have. Now that I have all of this important information in here, I'm going to want to save it. The way that I go about saving in VI is I have to know which mode I'm in, so I can look at the bottom left hand corner, see that I'm in insert mode, and know that I have to get into command mode. To get into command mode, I hit the escape key. Now that the insert has gone, I know I'm in command mode. The way that I'm going to go about saving is I do colon and then W for write, and then that will say written or saved. Let's say I would like to save and quit. Well, I can do WQ, save and quit, and get back. If I would like to go back in and edit my file again, I can by saying VI, name of my file. Then I can go into insert mode, add some more information, go back to command mode, and I can actually do write and quit at the same time. Now you'll notice when I'm going into VI, depending on the type of insertion that I do, so last time I did an I, let's say this time I do an O, and it actually changes where my cursor is. The cursor is the blinking white box. And depending on which vowel I pick, that's going to change the cursor's placement for going into insert mode. Now, something that you do want to pay attention to is you're going to see something that's Q bang or Q exclamation mark. That means that it's saying force quit. If you make changes and then try to go into command mode and quit, it's going to tell you no write since last change, add bang to override. If you add the bang to override, it will quit without saving, but it is going to make a separate file. It's called a swap file, and that's going to have your changes in it. It's basically trying to save you from yourself. So if you wanted to, you could say :Q bang. That will force the change, and then you'll see that I have my file, Jane, but I have not saved what I meant to save, so you can see that the changes that I made last time aren't actually there. I forced the quit. Well, it's not something that you necessarily want to do all the time. It is something that is there as an option. In general, though, it is better to do colon WQ and save and quit unless you have a specific reason not to. Please let me know if you have any questions.